he lost it. Yeah, jerk. Oh, wow. Was for it. Okay. So apparently this is how we gonna start it off. Yo, yeah, I'm gonna need my cigarette. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need my cigarette.
This
I feel
is
like this
Jeremy
gonna piss
Christian,
me off.
who is currently facing charges for multiple murders in Portland, Oregon. On May 26th, 2017, Christian was on a packed train when he suddenly broke out on a racial rant towards two young women. A bystander on the train captured the distressing scene on video, and if we rewind the footage right there, you'll actually see Christian smack an innocent bystander's phone to the ground for no reason.
I'm not gonna keep pausing the video, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. Dude's a bitch. I don't care how scared you are. I don't care if you can't fight, if you don't know how to fight, if you ain't never been in a fight. You a grown man, and you let another grown man smack your phone out your hand and push you in your chest and stand over you and look you in your eyes and tell you what you want to do, and you ain't do nothing. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If I would have saw that on the outside looking in, man, if I was one of these niggas, I would have socked him in the mouth for messing with you. And I would have smacked you in your face for not defending yourself, bro. What are you doing?
When you write,
The
your
hell?
tone influences how readers respond. With
Come on, man.
Grammarly,
Grow some-
just highlight your text and
Grow some nuts. There we go.
The situation
There we go.
quickly
Squabble up
spiraled
then.
into chaos as
Squabble up.
passengers, including Micah Fletcher and Talisa Namkai Mechi, bravely confronted Christian to protect the targeted girls. Christian became increasingly aggressive and confrontational. The situation only escalated from here.
Okay, so
Christian pulled out a
should've
folding
socked
knife and attacked Fletcher, Namkai Mechi, and Ricky Best. The attack resulted in the deaths of Best and Namkai Mechi, while Fletcher survived but sustained serious injuries. He fled the crime scene, but passengers of the train followed him, and he was arrested about a mile away. After the arrest,
Damn.
shocking footage emerged of Christian in the back of the patrol car.
He got a bag over his face. Since when the police kidnap niggas? Since when they do that?
However shocking you thought Christian's case was up until now, wait till you see how he acted in court. Christian faced trial and was convicted of 2
that's
counts
him?
of murder and attempted murder. It was here he displayed disruptive and erratic behavior, which deeply frustrated Demetria Hester, a black woman who he had verbally attacked on the train. Hester expressed her disappointment with the police's handling of the case, believing that it failed to protect her and the other victims from Christian's actions.
Oh, that's why you said George Floyd, because her mask.
I was the assailant because of my color. The officer let Jeremy walk away to commit the senseless murder while looking for me.
Then, Christian had an outburst.
Go back to Tennessee too. We don't want you here. All your race baiting you ain't gonna be mayor either, bitch. You ain't gonna be mayor either.
As he was escorted out of the courtroom, he added more disturbing remarks. The judge sentenced him to 2 consecutive life terms, plus more than 25 years for his other convictions. Jeremy Christian was a racist criminal that took the life of an innocent man. However, what happens when the courtroom has a racist judge, like in the case of Judge James Convery, who was presiding over a divorce hearing involving Benjamin Taylor and his attorney, Yvette Ramos Alvarez, who represents his soon-to-be ex-wife. The primary objective of the hearing is to establish Taylor's annual income, prompting his wife's attorney to request a copy of his Social Security earnings statement.
Now Ms. Kolsky comes back after everything was finished except for those 2 pieces of paper, his Social Security earnings statements, which he doesn't have, and this supposed report that exists for Lee.
He gets his Social Security every year indicating
The earnings statement.
he gets his earnings statement.
Ain't
gets
nothing
it.
worse
He
than a
gets it every
racist
year.
judge, bro. You ain't getting out of that.
So she asked for it. Why didn't he provide it?
You get a nigga like this, sayonara. Shit, nigga, you're gone. What the hell? Boy,
He doesn't. He threw it away.
you get Buddy in a red tie, you
Oh,
cook.
come on.
Judge Convery isn't buying the story. So, he decides to poll the people in attendance to prove a point.
Judge,
I get it.
I don't get it.
You get it? You get it? Everybody gets it.
Everybody gets it.
Social Security sends it to your home
They do.
every year.
Alvarez, however, dissents based on her personal experience.
They sent it to my home 4 years ago. I haven't received it in the last 3.
This disagreement leads to a tense moment, and Judge Convery makes a comment that ultimately costs him his job.
Well, when did you become an illegal alien?
Taken aback by the judge's comment,
Judge,
Illegal alien.
Alvarez, who is of Hispanic heritage and formerly served as the president of the Hispanic Bar Association of New Jersey, expresses her dismay.
Judge, I am going to. That was a totally inappropriate comment.
I didn't mean it. I'm only.
I didn't mean it. Oh, I didn't mean it? Yeah, you did mean it. You said it. You did mean it. Bro, this nigga. And he knew he messed up. This nigga said, I didn't mean it. Ain't never heard a judge say that in my life. Y'all niggas ever heard a judge say that? I didn't mean it. All right. Yeah, I know you didn't mean it. No, we know you didn't.
Listen to me.
They didn't mean to give you that position
But
either, nigga. That's
right
why
as
they
Judge
just took it
Convery
away.
attempts to backpedal.
Now you ain't got
it's
no
too
job.
late. After a
That's
brief
wild,
period of
bro.
silence, Alvarez returns to the courtroom 10 minutes later. Although Judge Convery expresses his regrets, the harm had already been done. Soon after this
I don't even know what I would do if a
Judge
nigga
Convery
called me that,
was
bro.
publicly reprimanded by the New Jersey Supreme Court. Judge Convery crossed the line and lost his job for it. However, how does it compare to a 20-year-old convict who used his car to intentionally mow down a crowd of anti-hate protesters? That was the case of James Field Jr., who is facing charges for murder in Virginia.
Her injuries, but it's very noteworthy. She had a lot of psychological injuries. She was not injured when the car drove into the crowd of protests.
What would possess you to do some shit like this?
Hundreds of people downtown Charlottesville.
Fields, an avowed neo-Nazi, drove his car into the crowd during a white
Oh, he's a
nationalist rally,
Nazi?
resulting in 35 injuries and the death of counter-protester Heather Heyer. Heyer, a 32-year-old paralegal, was in a crowd of protesters.
So this nigga got in a Challenger, a Dodge Challenger, and drove that shit down the middle of a damn protest. It just ran people over. Then he backed up. And what did he run more people over again, bro? I'm just trying to figure out, like, what do niggas be eating? What be in the water? Where do niggas be from? Where do niggas' parents be from? How do niggas be growing up? There are a plethora of questions that I have to want to know what would possess a nigga to do something like this. Nigga, not only are you a Nazi and you hate a whole entire group of people really for no fucking reason, you then get in a car and mow people down in a Challenger. So you willing to go to jail and risk your life to hate people for no reason? That's the world we live in,
against
yo.
white nationalists and
That's
white
the world we live in.
supremacists, opposing the removal of a Confederate statue. James faced state trial and was convicted of first-degree murder, multiple counts of aggravated malicious wounding, and leaving the scene of an accident. However bad you think his crimes were, the reactions in court were worse. Outside of the courtroom, supporters of James gathered to argue that Field's crimes were an act of self-defense.
That boy was scared by your mom that this city might get out of control. This is on the hands of the city government, of the police, and the radical left.
Man, if y'all don't get y'all stupid, bad built ass on somewhere, man. Bro, this lets y'all know this is proof of how effed up the world is, man. The world that we live in is horrible. Niggas will literally sit here in front of cameras and shove and have a microphone in their goddamn mouth and literally try to sit here and justify a nigga getting in the car and running people over in the middle of the street. Killing people. Somebody will justify that. A fat nigga with glasses and a widow's peak. They'll try to convince you that killing innocent people for no reason is okay.
Accountability for this death at all.
Not at all. These radical leftists are the ones that brought violence. They're the ones preparing for violence. They said in their chants, the Nazis, the fascists, they came prepared for war.
A defense James and his team would also argue in court.
It is alleged that Fields acted in this case because of the race, color, religion, and national origin of that crowd that was at the bottom, the intersection of 4th and Water Streets.
However, prosecutors and ultimately the jury saw it differently, and James Fields Jr. was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility for parole by Charlottesville Circuit Judge Richard Moore.
Yes, sir.
Today, this defendant will spend the rest of his life in prison
eyebrow hair
violating that law.
He up there,
James seemed pretty emotionless as the sentencing and proceedings were underway. However, the same cannot be said for the case of Jose Torres and Kayla Norton, who were facing numerous charges, including assault in Georgia.
Oh, Bonnie and Clyde. There it is.
I would never walk up to you and say those words to you. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Delusional,
the
y'all.
incident occurred when
Y'all
Kayla
smell
and Jose
it? I
joined
do.
about a dozen other people in a convoy
BS.
of pickup trucks, waving large Confederate flags around Douglas County, a suburban Atlanta community. According to police reports, the group passed by the victim's residence, which was hosting an 8-year-old child's outdoor birthday party that included a cookout and bouncy castle. They then proceeded to park their trucks nearby and began shouting derogatory racial slurs toward the black partygoers. But it didn't end there, because after someone at the party threw an object towards the truck in an attempt to make them leave, Kayla Norton retrieved and loaded a tactical 12-gauge shotgun and handed it to her boyfriend, Joe Torres. Torres pointed the loaded shotgun at the group of African-American partygoers and stated he was going to kill them, while his co-defendants stated that the little ones can get one too, referring to the young children at the party. Listen as one of the victims describes what happened that day.
I mean, they terrorized us. I mean, they pulled out guns and knives, called us racist slur, and they threatened to kill us. And that was terrifying.
If their actions were bad, their behavior in court was even more shocking. Norton couldn't hold back tears during their
just
sentencing,
imagine what your granny had to go
apologized
through.
to the family suffering.
Your great granny had to go through. They went through that every day, bro.
In a surprising turn of events, Aisha Bryant forgave the couple. The couple could only cry at her apology. They were sentenced to a combined 19 years in prison. Jose Torres and Kayla Norton showed remorse for their crime. However, not all racists have that presence of mind, like in the case of Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William Bryan. All three men are facing charges for murder in Georgia. On February 23, 2020, Ahmaud Arbery, a 25-year-old black man, went jogging in Satilla Shores, a neighborhood near Brunswick in Glynn County, Georgia, when the three men noticed Arbery and assumed he was a burglar. They began pursuing him in their trucks.
Got shot. Okay. I said, come on, let's go. So Travis runs and gets his shotgun because the other night, the guy stuck his hand in his pants.
Bryan followed in another vehicle and recorded the entire incident, including Arbery's murder. No arrests were made for over 2 months. The GCPD claimed the Brunswick District Attorney's Office initially advised them not to make any arrests because he did not see grounds for the arrests of the men involved. In fact, a letter was also written to police on their behalf reiterating their claim that they believed the McMichaels' actions were perfectly legal, as if their crimes were not disgusting
Just
enough.
trying to figure out who the fuck y'all niggas think y'all are, bro. Who you think you Batman? Batman, Superman, Spider-Man? Who you think Iron Man, nigga? Who you, a vigilante? Huh? Who gives you the right to just pull over burglars in your neighborhood in your F-150 4x4, nigga? I just don't I just don't understand. Like, mind your business, bro. White people don't know how to mind their damn business. White people always want to be somewhere they're not supposed to be, doing something they know goddamn well they not supposed to be doing. Not all white people, but majority of y'all. Majority of y'all don't know how to mind y'all goddamn business. Then y'all be doing stuff like this. Oh yeah, Travis, he went to go get a shotgun, and for what? What did Travis go get a shotgun for? He was jogging in the neighborhood. So you had a shotgun, you had a piece on you, and then the dude that was following y'all in the truck recording, he had a piece on him too. So what y'all was gonna do? A citizen's arrest? Then when the cops got there, right? Then they would have told y'all, oh, he ain't do nothing. Then he would have sued y'all niggas down to y'all side. I would have sued y'all niggas down to nothing, ass naked. Y'all niggas would have been ass naked messing with me. I would have sued y'all down to y'all nutsack. Swear to God, bro. But they killed him.
The reactions in court were even more disgraceful. During the trial, Travis showed no remorse for his involvement in the murder.
I shot. Why? He had my gun. He struck me. It was obvious that he was. It was obvious that he was attacking me. That if he would have got the shotgun from me, then it was. This is a life or death situation. I'm gonna have to stop him from doing this. So.
Why did you come at him with the shotgun? You just said he had my shotgun. Right? He had my shotgun, which was yours. He had your shotgun. He didn't have a shotgun on him. Matter of fact, he didn't have any weapon on him. So that means that you approached him with a shotgun. That means that what? That you were the threat. Dumbass. You telling on yourself all in the same sentence, bro. You bobblehead. I don't know if this nigga 10 months or for 78, like.
I shot.
Travis was adamant that it was an act of self-defense. But when prosecutors asked the investigators involved to read out Gregory McMichael's transcript he had with his son prior to the shooting, Travis's defense seemed to not add up.
As they're on Holmes Road, where is Mr. Greg McMichael? Line 21.
He says that he is in the back of the truck with the 357.
All right. Now, specifically, on Holmes Road in the back of the truck with the 357, he then says specifically, I want you to quote this, line 25, what does he specifically say?
Quoting, he says, I said, stop, you know, I'll blow your head off or something. I was trying to convey to this guy we were not playing, you know.
The father-son duo received life sentences without parole in a state trial for their roles in the killing. Additionally, William Roddy Bryan, who recorded the cell phone video of Arbery's killing, was sentenced to 35 years in prison after his involvement in the fatal chase was deemed a federal hate crime. For many people, these racists got what they deserved. However, this wasn't the only time a racist was sentenced to life imprisonment. There was the case of Russell Courtier, who was facing multiple charges, including murder in Oregon. In August 2016, Russell, a white supremacist prison gang member, ran over Larnell Bruce Jr., a black adolescent, with his Jeep, killing him. Throughout the trial, the prosecutors highlighted Courtier's racist motives and a deep desire to be part of a white supremacist brotherhood, ultimately leading him to join the European Kindred Gang, the largest racist prison gang in Oregon. This was discovered through the Klan's shield being tattooed on Courtier's leg. Despite this, Courtier's mother was public about the fact that her son was not racist.
Never been racist. We have, like I said, I have a friend that I've known for like 35 years. Her family is black and white mix, and they call her Aunt Betty. She's black.
Shut up, bro. Why do white people do this, bro? Why do white people do this? Why every time you or somebody y'all know do something racist? Or matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna just say R word because YouTube will mess around and take my video down. So I'm gonna just say R word. But every time somebody do something R word, y'all sit here and y'all try to justify it or combat it by saying that y'all have a relative in y'all family or somebody that y'all know that y'all are close with is black. Like that's supposed to make us believe that you or the other person that did that racist thing isn't racist. It's not doing nothing, bro. That's not a good defense, bro. That actually makes the situation worse. Like, stop doing that. Y'all, like, cut that out, man. Your son is a racist. You can't sit here and convince us that your son ain't racist and he joined a racist gang. the biggest racist gang in the state. What do you, like, stop it.
In court, Courtier was facing multiple charges, including murder, failure to fulfill driver responsibilities, and violating Oregon's hate crime law. Courtier was emotional and had tears in his eyes for a majority of the trial. Colleen Hunt, Courtier's girlfriend at the time, played a role in the crime by allowing him to use her Jeep. She pleaded guilty to manslaughter and received a 10-year sentence for her involvement. After a thorough legal process, Courtier was found guilty of 10-year sentence. For her involvement. After a thorough legal process, Courtier was found guilty on all charges. He was sentenced to life with a minimum of 28 years before being considered for parole. If you thought these reactions were shocking, you'd be amazed at this video of the most dangerous teenagers reacting to life sentences.
Crazy. We got